Okay. Holy Lord. This has been by far one of the most enjoyable videos I've had to produce, and it was my exact vision when I launched the Retro Show, a show that's dedicated to looking at incredible retro gaming stores and collectors. And this is the first episode where we focused on a collector. So I want to introduce you to Don. He is the founder of consolevariations.com, an incredible resource and database for all things gaming and console collecting. And he has what I can only pronounce as the rarest and most valuable Nintendo collection in Europe. He has some one-of-one consoles, one of 4, one of 10, and he's had some incredible products come through his hands, which he's had to eventually sell, such as the golden Nintendo Wii and the Need for Speed Most Wanted PlayStation 2, which you put the disc inside of the car. There's some crazy things that he's had come through his doors, but he also has some crazy things that he still has to this day. And I want to showcase that with you. So a big thanks to Don for letting us come over and come into his home to see his collection. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea and some snacks, because this is a big video. So in here is Don's collection of incredibly rare stuff.
Just unlock it. Fingerprint reader, iris scan, everything. All right. Go ahead and have a peek.
Okay. Holy Lord. Get a look at that. That's just the first. Jiminy cricket. Oh my, may I?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
You must bow before you come in. Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Get in here, Seb. Have a look at this. Holy Lord. Isn't it crazy that this is just in a random town in the Netherlands? Like nobody, obviously a few people know about you, but I have never seen a personal collection quite like this. Take me around. Where?
All right, let me start with the 64-bit area.
Makes sense.
So these are all the Nintendo 64s in every color.
The Toys R Us Gold Edition.
Toys R Us Gold, Pokemon from Australia, the A&A, it's limited edition. This is a shipping box of a very limited edition Nintendo 64 called the A&A. Back in 1999, there were Pikachu airplanes flying across the world from A&A because they had a corporation.
Do they still do them now? Did I see them do?
I think they still do it. Yeah.
I saw
Nintendo
one.
and A&A often has
Seb put up
events.
his thumb like he's written about that.
I've read a lot and it's not what I read it like everything else, but yeah, it definitely exists.
If I'm correct, inside the flight, random selected seat every day for 3 months in different flights.
So you're telling me there's only like 100 of these?
Something around
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course there are more flights than Pikachu, so they're of course
imagine
flying more times.
You're sat there. You're like one of the 300 that could possibly get it, and it comes next to you, like 32C.
But of course, and then imagine you go on holiday, you have suitcases, and then suddenly you get this box. It's like, good luck with it. So most of the people throw this box away. There are only 5 of these boxes known in the world.
So the box is rarer than the console?
The box is rarer than the console. The console you can find often, however the box, So let's do a box opening show. So in here, you will have 2 games.
Oh, wow.
You will have the Hello Pikachu, which comes with a microphone, and it's like a Tamagotchi Pikachu kind of thing. Or maybe like this.
Look at the back of that as well, because oh yeah, look at that.
And you get the first Pokemon Stadium game, which actually has the transfer pack. There you go. Let's put this stuff out of the way.
The artwork on this is so nostalgic, isn't it? Wow, the condition on this as well. Not really a scratch on it.
So you would have got all of this in this box?
Yeah, you will get all of this in here. You would expect, hey, maybe it's blue because of the airplane. Maybe it's very special because of, I don't know. But
look how minty that is.
It looks very minty.
Oh, you don't see them. That's got 0 sun damage, that one.
0 sun damage. But actually, it's just the ANA logo on the system.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I was expecting like a little airplane wings or something.
Yeah, this is the only difference beside a series of serial numbers. But this is the only difference compared to the retail. But only this little piece of stuff makes it worth a lot more.
That's one of the rarest Nintendo 64 bundles ever.
And also it's printed. There's another one which is much rarer called the Lawson. It's like a shopping mall kind of thing, but it's stickered. So it's very hard to determine if it's real or not, but it does exist. This is a Chinese IQ made in 2003, but it's the Chinese Nintendo 64.
Funny about that, actually. I was in Swindon doing another video 2 days ago, and they had this for sale. It's actually really comfortable.
Yeah, it's very comfortable. This one's still sealed though. But
oh, he didn't have that. He didn't have a sealed one.
This one's the black one. The Japanese only comes with the N64DD. And then we have a special Just Go 30th anniversary, which was a shopping center.
Okay.
The Diehawks, which was a baseball team. And then the two very common ones, but still they're over there. Here we have the Pokemon units, Japan Blue, Japan Orange.
I do like the orange one. Which one's your favourite?
The orange is great.
Yeah.
The European and Australian. It's also released in UK, but this is a big box from Australia.
So how did you find that one? Or did it come to you?
Actually, I found it very cheaply on eBay. Very, very cheaply.
Yeah.
These are all the fantastic ones, including the golden one, because I have no other space to put gold, so gold is fantastic as well. And on top are all the Asian variants. So we have one from Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, Japan, Europe, North America, Korea, and another Japan with a Pokemon sticker. It came with 2 Pokemon cards.
Oh, what kind of cards are they?
It's a Snorlax and Polygon.
Oh, I did not know that.
And
I like my Pokemon.
Here we have a shipping box with N64 controllers. They're still full and sealed. And this is a special... back in the days, I was a member of a forum called N64 Forever, and when they had the 10th anniversary, I got this controller.
Nice.
So yeah, that's,
God.
those are the N64 consoles. And in the magazines, there are like interviews of how it's obtained and stuff like this. And up the top shelf are like promotional materials, videotape, handkerchief, a keyboard, very rare keyboard for N64, and a coffee cup, which is basically the rarest thing in the entire collection of N64DD.
Wow. This is already overwhelming for me personally. Because we tend to write about this stuff, but there's some things that just get through the net, and there's some things we just personally don't ever kind of look to research.
Yeah, and next to the N64 we have the GameCube.
I love this
And
one.
the GameCube is my favorite because it's the first console that I bought with my own birthday money.
Oh, nice.
So, you know, the
Sentimental.
sentimental.
Yeah.
And yeah, these are all the GameCubes, including all the controllers and all the accessories. We have the 4 basic colors and gold. From Japan we have the orange one, and then there's a silver, black, and indigo, and there's the gold one from Toys R Us. And the one on top has the Game Boy player, like special edition Game Boy players. There's a Gundam one, that has a red one. Tales of Symphonia has a teal one.
That one's beautiful.
And Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles has a white one, which is also the rarest. Only 150 are made of this system.
So that's one of 150.
One of 150.
Wow.
And then there's a Hunching Tigers one, which has a regular Game Boy player, but the system is just unique.
Hanshin Tigers, a football team?
It's a baseball team.
Baseball team. Yeah, it makes sense with that pattern.
In 2003, they got sponsored by Nintendo, and then they released a special edition GameCube, and that's the one. And if you pre-order it, you get a...
The box is
what
a
do you call
really
this,
good
shirt?
Yeah.
It has a special name, I forgot. Jersey. And at the back.
Nice.
And on top of there are limited editions that has a special faceplate or anything else that requires it to be limited. Like this one has a clear controller, and there's Metal Gear Solid, which is special, and then another Tales of Symphonia from Europe. Then the Metroid has a special faceplate. Mario, it's the only white one. Pokemon XD, also special faceplate, and Resident Evil 4, which is also a special faceplate.
Wow. Damn. And a Heineken black Nintendo GameCube.
Yes, Heineken.
I used to drink beer, I don't drink anymore. Heineken was one of the worst. In my opinion, I just can't. I went to the Heineken Museum in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
And,
This console comes from North America.
Okay.
In a sports magazine, they had a promotion where you can win 50 of these and 50 Indigo ones.
Indigo, nice. How do you even get hold of that?
So, fun story about this one. This one was very cheap from the UK, including the red one was also very cheap from the UK. They were together on eBay. But because I received them like different from the pictures, so I got a massive refund and I could keep them. So, yeah, sure, why not?
What a purchase! Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
That's a very unique red, actually.
Yeah, it's a very nice red. It actually accepts cartridges instead of CDs. Basically, you burn the game on hard drives, and the hard drives you put them in there. And there you can play on the system to see how it looks, and from there you can, they're rewritable.
Right, got it.
And then you put them on the NR one that has special prototype discs, which are here. Oh, this one's still sealed. Let's see if I can find another one. No, but hey, NR discs, which are only made for these ones. Probably they're cheap to make, and you can test them on whatever. Yeah, and below here are all the accessories. We have memory cards, we have adapters, special cables, RF adapters, special memory cards. You name it.
Crikey! And you some box stuff up here.
They're all switches.
This.
Oh, those are shipping boxes.
Okay, got you.
In there are 10 Pokemon box games, like a storage kind of game. Up there are 10 DS systems, and back then there are 6, I believe, Super Nintendo Minis.
Are there
Mini classics.
Are there collectors out there that seek that kind of stuff, like
Yes.
the box bundles?
Yeah, there are collectors that want like entire shipping boxes. Like if you're a Mario fan and you have all the games, you want to go beyond there, so you buy shipping boxes, full of them.
I know that's very popular in the Pokemon collecting scene.
Yes.
But I guess, I didn't know that about video games, really.
Yeah, a friend of mine just posted a picture on his social media with like 50 shipping boxes full with Pokemon, different ones also. It's incredible, incredible. Pokemoniac, follow him.
I guess we should follow the shelves over to your Switch collection.
Yeah, the Switch I love Switch.
Is this every limited edition console?
It should be every. There is one on its way, so it's not here yet. It's the Switch Lite Animal Crossing Blue version.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, other than this, there are all the Joy-Cons, all Pro Controllers, all Switches, all Switch Lites, and all Switch OLEDs. There. Including the
I wanted to get one of these, but I missed the bandwagon on that.
Ah, too bad. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's
I
nice.
don't think I opened this one. I'm not sure. But the rarest Switch is over here, which is the Labo Switch.
That's so nice.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. What's the rarity on that?
So this is rarity, I believe, on the site is 98, 97. There are only 10 made in the world, and this one came from the Australian winner. And the console actually feels like cardboard. Feel it?
May I?
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
This is why you're here.
Oh yeah, it's got that. What? How do you even put the feel of cardboard on a plastic controller?
That I do not know. But the entire thing, the dock, the system, the Joy-Cons feels like cardboard.
Where do you say no in terms of what you collect?
Everything. Unfortunately, yeah, everything. It's like Rip Wallet, but the story to
handkerchiefs, cardboard.
Yeah, well,
games
handkerchief is
consoles.
basically only for N64 DD, but Switch, yeah, base. And I really want a big Switch kiosk, and in Europe there are nowhere to be found. So this is why I bought a small one, and you know where it's from? Hong Kong.
Of course,
Because it's easier to get them from Hong Kong than in Europe, for some reason.
Where do you acquire something like that?
Oh, this one I got from the friend. He purchased the big one, so he gave the small one to me.
The stand-up one.
Yeah.
Nice.
There are 30 of them made, each of them shown in a specific country to showcase the Fantastic series in Europe.
Interesting.
It's also horribly designed because you want to display it straight up, but there's a power supply, so you cannot display it straight up. Even if you want to, the console will fall out. So design's horrible, but it looks great flat. We'll continue on this part. These are prototype Pro Switch controllers.
What?
Yes, these are all
Look how-
concepts. These are all. I know the light isn't that great, so let me just fix it. There you go.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there are clear ones. There are black ones. There are black clear ones. There's a black one with a barcode. There's
what
so
is
many
this?
options.
What is this one? Is that a QR code or is it just
I'm not sure. Maybe it's a production code. Who knows?
interesting?
I actually want to assemble a real one because in there I have like the buttons that was made for it, like prototype LR buttons, prototype XY AD buttons.
Try and get that in the
So I
light.
want the whole. I want the whole thing. I just need to find a board, but the board is kind of hard to find, and I'm not sure if a retail board fits in there.
Do you have contacts that you speak to when you want to find some very specific things?
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah,
you have
of
your
course,
website where
of
people.
course. Yeah.
sign up to-
It also depends on the country.
Right.
From the UK, I have people, North America, Japan, South America, even, and Scandinavia also.
Nintendo Wii.
Nintendo Wii, yeah, just a few of them.
Yep.
I have a black one, red, blue, mini, and it should be. Oh yeah, the red one is in the museum. No, the other one. There's another color that wasn't. That's now showcased in the museum.
I'm surprised to see Virtual Boy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Virtual Boy is actually great. It has a great history to it. So I have 3 Virtual Boys, 4 Virtual Boys, 5. So each of them are in the box. There's one over there loose, and there's one kiosk that you can actually play if you want.
Wow. I might have to have a little look in there.
Yeah,
Hope
yeah,
you
go
don't
ahead.
mind.
It should give an image.
Oh yeah, put
Yeah,
the camera
there you
in
go.
there, Seb. See if you can get in there.
Yeah,
The focus might be out, but you can definitely. That's really crisp and clear. The condition on that is.
The Virtual Boy actually made a lot of fun of, but it's actually a great console. You just don't want to play it very long, but it's
yeah.
actually a cool console.
And most of them are broken.
Most of them are broken. Yeah, the quality isn't that great. It only got in production for like 9 months before it kind of ran out. This kiosk that plays Mario 64 is the most expensive Mario 64 setup in the world.
Wait, what?
Yes, how you ask? Because in there is not a regular Mario 64 cartridge. It is an N64DD development kit that runs a Mario 64 prototype unreleased game for the N64 with a cartridge that boots up the N64DD dev kit on a kiosk that was released in Japan.
Did you buy that as a set, or that's the accumulation
Each,
of
and I made
your?
it playable. Yeah.
Damn. That's an
So-
article in itself there. Seb.
There are a few differences, like the audio and the intro screens, because normally you see a Mario popping up.
Or in his
And
weird
now it says-
face, and you can pull and
Yeah, exactly.
reshape.
This one doesn't. There's no voice if you press Okie dokie from the save files. So yeah, if you want to play a 10K setup Mario 64, this is the one.
Please,
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
just casually playing on a 10K Super Mario 64 setup.
Yeah, the dev kit of N64DD actually got sold on Japanese auction for 8,000 USD. And this is one of them. So we have a GameCube kiosk that I bought locally, and inside the kiosk there's a special GameCube made for us. There was a fan who wanted to go into the controller business, and
Okay.
they made that console and controller for free for us. And
And
I
when-
told him like, hey, I'm gonna use it.
And when was this?
This was Gamescom 2017 or 18. I think 17.
That's wild. And when
Yeah.
did you get the
The kiosk
actual
was,
kiosk from? Yeah.
The kiosk was local, and I bought it way earlier.
Okay.
But I used it ever since, and yeah, it's great. I actually use a demo disc that includes Donkey Konga and other great games, Mario Golf, and another one I can't remember, Animal Crossing.
And you've got the Donkey Konga bongos attached up on a couple of controllers. Is there anything?
Yeah, they're all attached.
That's incredible.
It's a 2-player kiosk with bongo.
So you've got the demo disc there and a sealed one as well.
Yes, I think that one's open.
This one's open.
Yeah, this one's open. Yeah, you can take it out. Ta-da!
Don't see them often.
I do feel a little bit like David Attenborough because I keep coming and finding things and bending down and pointing at them like I'm on Safari. Over here we've got a Nintendo GameCube sign. Very rare. Like Steve Irwin there, but a Yorkshire version. So Donnie, talk us about this section here then. 'Cause
Right, so
we've
this
kind
is
of moved our way
basically-
along.
Like before, like 16-bit. It's all 8-bit and Famicom and whatever. I will do something like this.
Nice.
Oh, you're just like the holy light just
Holy
shining
light.
down. I've been looking at these
Yes.
the past 2 or 3
I
days.
bought this in Japan and I got it back in my. It still fit in my suitcase, so it's great. It's actually a PlayStation 2 controller with slimes, but the only thing is it's very sticky, so I'm not sure what the hell they did with it.
Can I pull it off the shelf?
Yeah, go
Off
ahead.
the box. That's unnervingly sticky.
Yeah. I thought it's horrifying sticky. But
it
the
looks
thing
like
is, it was
knows.
cheap in Japan.
It looks like it knows that it's sticky as well, and it's like
someone did something with it in Japan.
Seen some things out.
This has seen some terrible things, but underneath, this is what I find really intriguing about this controller.
Avatar's nipples or something.
I was too busy being unnerved by how sticky it is.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
uncomfortable sticky.
Oh.
It's all kinds of wrong, but so carry on, Donny. Take us around the rest of the.
So this is more like the 8-bit corner.
Mhm.
There you go. It has NES. It has Famicom. It has some accessories of the Famicom. Let me just put this one. There you go. 3D glasses, ROB with the 2 games, keyboard. I'm still missing the karaoke kit. Too bad. And there are the Famicom. The actual Famicom systems are displayed in a museum, and we have one over there with square buttons, which was the first edition Famicom. After feedback on having complaints about the cutting edges of the square buttons, they make round buttons.
So we've got the disc system underneath there as well.
This system underneath, where it should be. These are like NES minis, Famicom, Super Famicom, and then the Famicom from Jump, which is gold. Then there's a Super Famicom next to that, just random promotional stuff.
Got some little badges here.
Badge from Nintendo Museum.
Amazing. So is that something you bought recently?
Yep, I bought recently. Below this are Pokemon games. A friend of mine had the boxes. I could have them in a trade. And by coincidence, those are the only Pokemon games I played when I was a kid.
Good choices.
Great.
Can't see red there, so I'm a little bit sad, but you know.
No, I had blue. You know,
you're a blue boy, aren't you?
Blue had the better exclusive Pokemon, in my opinion.
And I like Blastoise because everyone else liked Charizard. So I'm like, you know what, Blastoise, I'll get you some love. And IQ was only released in China under the license of Nintendo because Nintendo was not allowed to sell in China. And then they made that. And inside here is a very rare special edition IQ called the Year of the Dog. And there you go.
Oh, cool.
There's a dog on there. Yep. And of course, just a regular console on the inside.
Which version of Game Boy is that? Is it the AGS 101?
This is the 101.
So that's the backlit.
The one with the backlit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
There are so many things in here that mean something to you as well as everybody else. So like you've got a lot of stuff that's kind of got like personal meaning. We've gone around stuff and some of the things that you've played as a child, some of the things that you've picked up because there were only a few around. It's a really nice mixture. Obviously, it's very impressive because the things most people don't see before. But you've managed to integrate things that are really special to your life as well. Like you've got your Pokemon games and your little trinkets and things mixed around.
I can explain. Like, hey, my parents know that I collect consoles, and they went to Spain on holiday.
Yeah.
And they went on the flea market, and they say, hey, do you have this console that goes up and down? I was like, yeah, that's the Game Boy Advance SP. It's like, okay, which color is it? He says, yes, gold. And I was like, yeah, there's no gold on one. So it's like, is there anything on it? So yeah, the Zelda Triforce things. Like, buy it. How much is it? And she's like, it's €7.50. We'll just buy it.
Just buy it, yeah. Just
and
bring it over.
It is indeed this system, and they bought me this. It's still loose. It's very rusty, but hey, it was €7.50. I don't care. So yeah, they bought me this. So this is like also a sign of acceptance, and also a sign that they like to they like what I do. So there you go. With a fake. Oh, no, this is not a fake game. This is just a Zelda classic.
Zelda NES Classics.
I had a challenge for myself because this was also the very first game I played in my life, only the NES version. Clear both worlds with only 3 hearts. And if I picked up a random heart, then reset.
You have to start again.
Yep, reset. And the first boss spawns the heart right next to the entrance where you had to go in, so it was very challenging.
Why would you give yourself such a terrible time?
Well, it was a challenge. I know the entire game from my head. I knew all the secrets, all the hidden bushes and stuff like this. So yeah, I made myself a challenge. 3 hearts, no special suits, no special swords, and I cleared the game.
Have you got a favourite series? Would it be Zelda or would it be Mario or...
Does Smash Bros count?
Smash Bros can count, yeah.
Yeah, Smash Bros for sure. I played professional Melee.
Okay.
And thanks to Ultimate, I play Ultimate now.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Okay. So if we move down here, we've got another Game Boy Advance SP here.
Yes, it's the limited edition Game Boy Advance SP from Groudon.
Am I right in saying, did this one come in a box set, or am I wrong?
The European version came in a box set. Yes, it came in a very big box, but the Japanese ones came in this one, and there are only 1,000 made of this one and 1,000 made of the other one. Kyogre, there you go, almost.
It's really clever how we are kind of going from, we've gone GameCube, Game Boy Advance, you're coming down to DS now. I don't want to go too far down here because something Brandon really wants to talk about. Before I get on there, how long have you had these? Because the 64 is my favourite console of all time.
Yeah.
And so when I see anything with a Nintendo 64 or Mario Kart on it, I just get
it's
incredibly excited.
It's a playing card set, and I used to buy one of a collection, and then I got this Hanafuda card set from my birthday, and then I bought another one from the GameCube, and then later I bought another one for N64.
Look at this.
So then I was like, you know what? I have an entire collection now. And there's another one for Virtual Boy, but it's currently in storage. So eventually you have a few card game sets.
So we've got the original Nintendo DS box there with Metroid Prime Hunters that came with the demo.
Yep, it was the one that I purchased myself in shop in 2006. The system is completely wrecked, but the box is still in good condition.
In good condition. So have you got every DS here as well then?
No, I used to sell all my handhelds, and I had a buttload of handhelds. I had 235 boxed Game Boys, and I sold them all in order to move on with life and buy my own apartment.
Mm-hmm.
What was the rarest box Game Boy you had?
The rarest boxed Game Boy I had was it was a Nintendo 3DS XL Pulses and Dragons International Championships console, signed by Shigeru Miyamoto.
I didn't even know this existed.
Yes, there are a few of them even. It's you have DDR pad for the Game Boy. There's also a Hello Kitty version, and it's very rare. And a friend of mine, sniped it in Japan, unfortunately. But hey, it's great. This one here, this is a shipping box where originally 10 of those systems were next to each other. It is empty, but it just serves as a nice display box.
Out of curiosity, I actually saw this one here. It's the Ruby collector's coin.
The coin I actually got with the system, and this should be
that system.
All right. But it should be a UK pre-order console with a very cool holographic Groudon inside.
That's cool. This is like the affordable collectibles, I guess. Maybe
it's affordable. It's pretty affordable. Yeah. But I got it with the system, so I'm quite happy with it. I love the coin. All right, let's go to the bottom behind the glass parts. This is like the holy grail. Inside that box is one of the rarest Nintendo 3DS XLs in the world. There are only 4 of them in existence, and it's a Pokemon one. The reason why it's in the box is because it's too expensive to take it out.
Where was it released? Sorry?
It was released in Japan. It's called Trose. One of the Pokemon events, and this is the only one with a certificate, with a letter, with a shipping box, and the whole
shebang.
The whole shebang. All right, so we have the system. We took off the sleeve, and this unit was actually never used by the original winner. So it's all very scary to take out the system. You know, unboxing is very scary without tearing anything. So in here we have the system.
You know what it smells like? Expensive.
It smells like money. No, it smells... All right, and then we will turn around.
Oh yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
There are only 4 of these in the world.
Crikey.
Yeah.
And you have one of them.
I have one of them. Yes.
How does that feel? As a collector, that's everyone's thrill, isn't it? To have something that nobody else has in that condition.
In this condition, it's actually great. The exciting part is basically the following the tracking number every minute and see if there's an update.
Damn.
There you go. So in here is it's a piece of paper, but it says something with Pokemon.
It's quite bright actually. Can we do that again?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And inside here, let me just check. There's a letter. And the letter, 2 letters.
I feel like I'm in a murder mystery.
This is like the congratulations with your console letter. And this one is like the you're really cool. Congratulations with your system letter.
This was before the marketing team, after the marketing team. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen or witnessed a console that rare. One of 4
One of 4
in that condition. This is probably your biggest piece of.
Yes. So
I don't
in
know
here
how you call this
is the creme de la creme. How do you say this?
the Holy Grail.
So this is a special edition ATI GameCube, and let me just put it a little bit in the.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Thanks for your outstanding effort on
Yes.
Flipper.
Everyone who worked on the GPU of this thing got one of these units, and the GPU is called Flipper, and the prototype is called Dolphin.
How many of those do you think?
I think there were like 50 or 100, something around those lines made. And then we go to the cool bits, like the really cool bits. All right, so
It's all cool.
over here we have the very first GameCube prototype controller. It has no D-pad. It has no start button. It was moved. It has no Z button.
Oh.
And these ones, well, they click very not satisfying. This one has a bean shape. This is, of course, way bigger. This is also slightly bigger. And it's a different font as well.
So when you find something like this, how do you validate that that's actually an official Nintendo product and not just...
That's a good question. You can see it on the board. On the board,
Okay.
it often says the prototype model.
Right.
But obviously, you cannot fake this. And, well, we have a little twin, because we go to a evolution of controllers. So then Nintendo decided, you know what, let's add color to it. And now we have the indigo color.
Yeah, that looks
Same
good.
model, but indigo instead of white. Nintendo logo is more visible. No Z button.
Can we see the back too?
The back is fully clear.
I like this design with the fully clear back. It's
Yes, this design was also meant for like adults. This is why this is longer.
nice.
But of course, the Nintendo is more meant for all ages, so they made this also smaller, so younger people can have them. So after some design changes, they decided, you know what, we need something more. So we have this. It's called a DS4, and
The D-pad.
they have the D-pad included.
Is that quite a small D-pad, or am I...
Could be. We have to check.
You just got older.
But
Yeah.
also this still have the phone connection, so you cannot play this on a regular GameCube. There are modders, however, who mod this in a regular GameCube adapter, and you can actually play. So DS4, early prototype with a square Z button just for test. You know.
Well, that's really comfortable.
Yeah,
If you were playing
very comfortable.
some mini games with that.
We still have the bean shape. We still have the C button and different font. And then they played around a little bit with
There's a whole episode in itself.
Yeah, I know, right? They played around a little bit with the DS5. Like the only difference are components. It's still beautifully clear, but in there's like better components and then more everything. Actually got it in the wrong order. Wait a minute. Let's cut to the motherboard because this is the upgraded version.
Oh, here we go.
It's called 3-4 speed. 3-4 speed stands for the
Is there an
connection.
updated version?
Wow.
Oh, wow, this could be it.
Yeah, so this is also with the phone connection, with I think it's broken, Z button. Same thing, different components. Components are slightly different. This is called full speed, and full speed means you can actually play it, and it's a working unit. And if you want, you can play with it.
Have you played with it before?
Of course, I played
Yeah.
Smash Brothers with it.
Oh, so
And it's
you've got a
fed-
dodgy...
Very dodgy Z button, grab button, dash dance. You know, I mean, you can do it, but it feels expensive, so you kind of don't want to do it. And yeah, I like this little rope. They also showed it on the Space World, like in the E3 and stuff.
Interesting.
And after this one, they finally managed to make one without anything on it, which is this one.
Oh.
It's still later. There's no text on here, just a sticker.
The shell looks a little bit more...
It's also playable, and this one also works. I got this one from a friend who was actually new. The buttons came in a different bag, but I wanted to use it. So this is also why the console looks so beautiful.
So that is the complete evolution of the GameCube controller.
This is the complete
and
evolution.
Then they went to...
And then I ran to another one, which is called the Space World. It has a round circular start button, which has never been surfaced until the Nintendo Museum has it on display. And that's the full version.
I got the Wavebird as
Clear
well.
white.
I had one of those maybe like 2 years ago. Sold the Wavebird box.
All right.
And they're a pretty penny now.
They're
People
actually,
want them.
There are multiple Wavebirds actually.
Really?
Yeah. There's one silver, there's one glossy silver, and there's also one from Gundam.
Where's the one from Gundam?
This is the one from Gundam.
Oh.
Got that noise again.
Oh, Gundam. Can you open that?
I can open it. Give me a second. I'll use some.
I haven't seen that before.
First,
I'm a
I'll use some
Wavebird
magic-
fan.
I give mine to.
Very fragile, but also it's red.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Not the official bag, but I don't care.
Get that in the light.
It's a red Wavebird.
Nice. I never
Mhm.
knew that. Bandai? Yeah, Bandai.
The back is also a little bit sharply more red, but it's done on purpose because the model they're representing has the same 2 color tones.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Now
Alright.
to the big boys.
Let's go to the.
So this is the reason.
This is almost the reason why you came here,
Yeah,
but
true.
this is the one and only. This is an original GameCube that was shown at the Space World 2000 before the GameCube was released, and this is exactly how it was announced. There's a little window on top. There's a round on and off button. This is a real prototype GameCube.
Crikey. How many of those are?
One known. There's one known over
I thought
here,
the DS was rare.
and there's a
Crikey.
black one. It was shown in the. It's now shown in the Nintendo Museum.
Wow.
I love how you said one known. Just
One known.
And he's holding it like a father would hold his own child as well. Nice.
I think he's holding it sort of more carefully
Yeah.
than you hold your own child.
But also in the front it says DG card instead of memory card. Alright, the side there are more holes, but eventually they changed to bigger holes for the airflow. And at the retail version there are like a little bit of wings in here,
Yeah.
and now here they're gone.
It's flat. Yeah.
Also the back, this is printed instead of engraved,
Mm.
and the bottom part is also
Oh, yeah.
printed instead of engraved. And here comes a fun trick. On the Space World, it was displayed like this, but turned on. And you don't want the audience to see cables, so no. So normally the cable goes in the back, but in this case the cable goes in the bottom. And in here, this is how you get the power. The only thing this does is light up the LED on top.
Oh.
So this is how they hide the cables. So they put this very carefully.
I'm learning so much. You should turn this into a museum. I pay good money just to spend a day with you, have a cup of tea, eat some biscuits.
There you go. I will send the invoice later.
Joking aside, one of the best things about this is your knowledge on everything
Yeah,
that's in this room.
Yeah. This is why, constant variations exist. All the information they got on there. Spoiler alert, I hosted. But yeah, this is the rarest GameCube in the world. And I got it from a Mexican secondhand website.
Mexican.
Mexico, yes. It was very suspicious because the guy wanted me to pay in Western Union. And Western Union isn't that great for buying protecting. And I wanted PayPal, and he didn't want to do PayPal. So we had a little bit of discussion. So in the end, we decided we do 50-50. 50 with PayPal, 50 with Western Union. In the end, it was okay, but it was very scary.
Mm.
And now here.
This is one of the main reasons why I got in touch with Don, because I saw that you were selling these.
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely not your customer, but
There you go.
it's what brought me to come and see your collection. Talk to me, Don. These are
So,
incredible.
MTV and Nintendo made in winter a special promotion event. And during one of the radio shows, you can win one of these 5 GameCubes. And one system was 5 made of each, except for the middle one, that one's 9. Because people like it so much, they made 9 of them. And these are all 5 different ones.
Wow. Can I hold one?
Which one you want?
I do like this red one. I don't know why red. I guess red's just.
Yeah, you can hold it.
The print is actually really well done. Actually, the high gloss.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Is it on the bottom as well? No, black on the bottom there. Makes sense.
If you drop this, I'm going to die underneath it.
Oh, if you drop this, your video goes up where you might. So I checked, like, hey, everyone can make them. And so I checked with the official artist with good pictures, like, hey, is this really like the ones you made? And he replied, like, yeah, these are definitely the ones I made. These are definitely the ones that was given away from on Nintendo. So very
So you're
happy
doing
with
as much as you can to authenticate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here in the back we have a little Easter egg that I kept. And if you remember, years ago I had the golden Wii, so I have a little bit of a print printed out with sold out in the back.
Mhm.
I used to put it like in the cabinet, like, hey, it's sold out. But now we can officially do it. And yeah, it's actually with me ever since, because after this we got for sale, it got a lot of hype.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about that, just for the people who are kind of unsure?
Yeah,
as to
yeah,
what we're
sure.
talking about?
So years ago, the Queen in 2009 was known that she loved Wii bowling. And THQ had this amazing idea to make a similar game called Big Family Games. And then as a promotion, they made a Wii 24-karat gold and sent it to the Queen.
Crikey.
And years passed. The Queen didn't no one was allowed to send gifts to the Queen for marketing, so they got sent back, and eventually it got in my hands. And years later, I had to sell it.
That is. Was it much heavier than a typical Wii?
It was 28 grams heavier, but it could also be the components.
Right,
so I'm not
yeah,
really
yeah.
sure. Did I play with it? Yes. What did I play? Of course, Smash Brothers.
Oh. Did it come with any authenticity, like a certificate for the Queen? Or?
No.
No, it was just the console.
But it was the console, and it came from THQ.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I actually contacted one of the marketing leaders back in the days, something Robinson, and I tried to ask things about the Wii, and she immediately blocked me. She said, "Yeah, I can't help you. Sorry," and I'm blocked.
Interesting.
So that was like, yeah, this sounds legit. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
One of one as well, right?
It was a one of one. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Crikey.
So, yeah.
Imagine just being able to play on that.
And if I got some light shining on the other cabinet, which is that one,
Oh, we missed this one.
well, yeah, I have a Game Boy cabinet, but inside they're like,
Is this an official Game Boy cabinet?
it's an official Game Boy cabinet.
Oh, damn.
And in there are like personal things from Rare, because I love Banjo-Kazooie, Conquer Bad Fur Day, all VHS tapes that were used in shops. This is a very rare Xbox One. I will get it for you.
Let's take a look at this.
So, Rare had this game called Rare Replay, where they have all their games on one CD. On social media, they released this console. Only 5 of them were made. 2 of them was released on Comic-Con. 1 via Twitter, 1 via Facebook, and 1 on Gamescom. This is the one via Facebook. When I met the Rare developers, they told me, like, hey, you should come to our office, and we can sign it. So I'm like, yeah, sure. Wow. So I got invited into Rare HQ. I brought this console, and everyone in the entire office signed it, including Robin Beeland, which made the music, Chris Carlo, I forgot his name. Chris Carlo, I think it's called, and he is the fantastic Mr. Pooh in Conquer Bad Fur Day.
Oh, nice.
And on the bottom, like there, he's the director of Nuts and Ball, and he was kind of ashamed to put a signature on front. So he's from Nuts and Ball.
He's done his, so you can't see it when it's
Yeah,
down.
you
It's
can
like
see where it
a little
is.
Easter egg.
But the HR called the entire office down to sign the entire console. So I'm very, very happy with this.
That's an amazing feature piece, that. So tell us more about these VHS tapes up at the top here. These.
So yeah, these are VHS tapes that were used in shops and stores and promotional. Thank you. And they contain like 15 minutes of gameplay or prototype gameplay of that particular thing. Some of them are just regular N64. Some of them was Diddy Kong Racing, Star Fox, DK, and other Rare stuff. And behind there are VHS tapes that was sent to E3. So these are very rare tapes.
They're incredibly rare.
Of course, I will take my favorite one.
Everything in here is.
Like this is Smash Bros.
Can we see the cover of that, Liam? Is it just? Oh,
There you go.
That's entertainment.
That's entertainment. Smash Bros. 30 minutes. And
have you played these before then?
I don't have a VHS player anymore, so unfortunately I cannot. But there's also another problem. Like NTSC tapes doesn't work really well with PAL tapes. And then here we have personalized games. We have Conquer Bad Fur Day, which is signed by the dev team.
Amazing.
And then we have Mario 64, signed by Mario. Of course, the voice of Mario. And then we have another Mario game, which did not got voiced by Mario, but still got signed. It's a Super Donny.
Super Donny.
And then You Are the Best, and with the Mario signature.
So where did you get these signed then?
On Gamescom.
Amazing.
We met them on Gamescom, and we could have a little interview. We had an interview of 10 minutes with him. So we used all the time we could get. So yeah. So
Follow your lead.
this is a little surprise, because when I was in Japan 3 months ago, in the time of filming, I was invited to go to the Doshin the Giant director, the guy who made Doshin the Giant. And I gave him, just for fun, I gave him like this sketchbook, and I asked him like, hey, can you maybe draw something, maybe a signature? And what he did was incredible. What he did was drawing a
Oh, wow.
Doshin the Giant for me. But of course, Doshin the Giant has an evil side, so he drew the evil side as well. And I liked one of the VHS tapes, so he made another drawing with him like chilling on the beach.
This is amazing.
So this was really, really cool. Yeah, I can send pictures over, but yeah, he made this for me, and I'm not sure if I want to keep it inside or, frame all each of them, but I'm not entirely sure.
There's something nice about keeping it in the sketchbook that he actually opened and drew.
It's something
It's
personal
something
to it,
appealing. Yeah, it feels really unique to you rather than.
Oh crap! And then he sent me. He gave me this. It's like a control sheet of how to play Doshin the Giant. It's actually very rare, and I never saw one again. So it's probably really an internal thing. This one was used in events where you can play Doshin the Giants, and this is like a control scheme of how to play Doshin. This is, of course, blank.
This is, of course, nothing.
Of course, nothing. And this is a N64 DD farewell sheet. So on here are members, and when N64 DD closed, unfortunately, all the members wrote something on RenNet, which was the online service, and it says something like, goodbye, thank you for everything. And these are all personal messages from all the members that were still have the subscription at RenNet. So this is very, very special.
The 64DD is kind of one of those consoles that it lives rent-free in my brain, because I think about Cabbage all the time, the game that was kind of like the prelude to Animal Crossing that never actually came out. And
unfortunately,
we did an article. Well, I wrote an article and did loads of research about Cabbage because it seemed like to be the brainchild of so many people at Nintendo and just never actually came into being. But
unfortunately, because they had what I heard is back when the original DD was released, you could only pay with credit card, and not everyone in Japan had a credit card. And then later, the marketing wasn't that great as well, and later they were available to pay with bank transfer, but it was already too late, and the console failed, and 2 years later they ended the subscription.
But you've got the full set of games down here.
Yes, I have the full set games. I have a few games sealed, few of them are not sealed. Just an example, this is F-Zero, and this is F-Zero sealed. And I have a few Mario Paint, a few other ones, and you wanted to open one, yeah?
Absolutely, it'd be great to.
Have you seen the games?
I've seen.
So this is the most rarest game, and if you want, you can open it.
Oh. Literal goosebumps right now, guys.
I made it, mama.
Careful, because there's a manual inside.
It's just said careful, and now I'm really bricking it. Okay, so if I open it like this,
yeah, that's fine.
I'll put my hand underneath there.
Yeah, that's a manual. And that's a game.
It's just so alien to look at these because they're not something that we see on a day-to-day basis. Like everyone knows what the N64 cartridge looks like, and you see these on pictures, but it's not often you get to actually like look at them and open them. And...
Yeah. So this is the rarest game of N64 DD that you just opened.
Okay.
All right. So this is one, and then let me check. This is a retail kit, and you have two versions of N64 DD. You have a RenNet kit and a retail kit.
What are the differences?
So the RenNet kit, you actually have more inside. However, it's less rare, and this is the most rare version. And in here is the N64 DD. There you go.
It's like a kid at Christmas.
Okay, so manual.
Manual, yeah. How to connect it, warranty and such things.
And then we lift off the cardboard. There it is. Honestly, I can't remember. Hey, you wash that mouth. So there we go.
There you go. That's an N64 DD.
So the eject button there to bring the games out. And for those people who don't know, like the N64 would sit on the top of this. And then you've got some little screws there.
You have to screw them on the system to make them tight. The cool thing is actually powered by the system. You don't need an external power supply. Right, Sega?
Are you listening, guys? That's amazing. I don't often see those in the flesh.
Yeah, so this is
So
also why my collection exists and why people can touch everything. You know, it's like the experience.
This is one of the best things. Like they're not. You invite people into your collection who love the media and are very careful with it, and it does give us a chance to actually pick them up and touch them and experience them, rather than them all being behind glass. And that's one of the things that's really been amazing today, that we can actually get involved and
you have people great games, you know, and great consoles, but I'm personally just to open it and to enjoy, or to let other people enjoy.
That's what they were built for. Like what is better than being able to just have that unboxing experience as though you were sort of 9 years old again and just experience all these things. Like it's phenomenal.
PlayStation 2 was released, and PlayStation 2 could play DVDs. And Nintendo thought, hey, we also want to play DVDs on the GameCube. So they collaborated with Panasonic. Panasonic made the SLGC10S, which is called the Panasonic Q for short. And this is a fantastic unit. Also, it's much bigger than a regular GameCube. So let's unbox it. All right, so we will open it. Or you want to open it?
You open it, I'll watch.
All right, we'll open it. We have the manual. One of the manuals.
I can't believe you've got everything
So
in
I think
polystyrene.
everything
still.
had bags. However, I took it out for an event. So the bags are actually not inside. No bag opening. But in here, we have the Panasonic Q controller, which has a gray tint. I'm not unsure why they choose for gray, but hey, there's a gray Panasonic Q controller. There you go.
That's really nice.
Very comfortable.
Exactly the same normal controller, but just the Wavebirds are like a lighter version of this, aren't they? And
yeah.
Nice. Okay.
With this, it comes a remote. Of course, it's a DVD player, so remote is included. It has Japanese text, but you can take this out to change for an English one.
Okay.
So it's replaceable. Great. And then we go to the final unit. Speaking of absolute units,
this is a hefty boy.
It's a hefty boy. And this is a Panasonic Q. Very chromy on the front. And yeah, very cool. Everything has LEDs, so it has LEDs over here, LEDs around the controller ports. The only thing is the quality was crap. So a lot of them, the CD ones are broken and doesn't want to open.
Does this one still work?
This one, I'm actually not sure. I have it for years. I have it for years, and when I tested last time, it worked. However, it was like 5 years ago. So who knows? Also, it's much heavier than a regular one.
That's right.
Yeah, of course.
For people who can't see on the video, I have massive guns. That is heavy. That is a lot heavier than a normal.
It's a lot heavier.
Well, it's got two units in one, I guess. So
yes, it has a DVD player, CD, but also for the audio nerds, it has a lot of audio in the back. It has Dolby.
There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on.
Yep.
You don't see them and you don't see. I mean, this is very good condition. You don't tend to see them in this good condition, like you said. You do tend to see them with sort of scratched fronts, and because obviously they've been used quite a lot by people who wanted a dual unit in the living room. So.
But also, it's just great to look at. It's beautiful to look at. But also because this one is slightly bigger than the retail GameCube. So what did they do? They made a custom gamer player just for this unit.
And I'm going to guess you own that as well.
This is the gamer player for this particular unit.
Everything.
This one, nice story. I got it new, brand new, never opened. And the guy who sold it to me didn't know what it had. So what he did is on the back, you see this little mark? My address was on here. So he shipped it like this to me. That's the only dumb part. But let's have a box opening of the Gamer Player,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this.
which is also slightly bigger. It has the CD, of course. The CD.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, no bags because the bag's inside. Yeah. There you go. This is a Panasonic Gamer Player.
There you go.
If you have a little moment, I will compare this with another Gamer Player.
Trading port on the front. There can't be many of those around, surely.
No, those ones are more expensive and rarer than a regular one. So this is a regular one. Now this one's still in the bag. Let me just open it. This is the
You can
difference.
see that the size is dramatically bigger.
Yeah, the size is way bigger.
And also the placement as well. Of like,
The placement is like there.
yeah.
So it's more in the back. So this one's also significantly more expensive than a Panasonic Q.
Have you played with that before on the...
I played on the Q. I didn't play with a Gamer Player because I got it new.
Have
and
you
I-
attached these? Have you attached them together before?
Yeah. The thing was that I opened it for an event, so I had to put it on underneath here for an event. So those are the risk of events.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you want to show all the GameCubes, everything out of the box, and then you have one brand new. Would you do it? I did. This is a Nintendo 1DS, or Nintendo called it the Zone box. So back in the days, Nintendo had the stores where you can download games from the big cabinets, and this is a very small version. In here, it's just it's just the touchscreen of the 3DS,
Yeah.
no buttons. So the meaning is, you put the game in here, you put it on the charger, and you just let it rest. So people could download it from this game. You can put it in the drawer and never talk about it again. You know, so this suitcase, just random suitcase, and then in here are Game Boy Advance and oh yeah, this is the rarest Wii game in the world. I forgot. yeah. So this is a cat game. I bought this as a meme. I wanted to grade this as a joke, but this is the rarest Wii game in the world. This is sealed. Apparently, according to resources, only 100 of them were sold, and then 200 of them were sold after.
It just sat there. You almost forgot about it.
Can you imagine having that big of a collection? You pull out something and go, "Oh look, yeah, this is
Yeah,
incredibly
I
rare.
kind
There's only
of
one
forgot
of
about it.
these."
But yeah, this is the rarest Wii game, and I put it in this perfectly aligned shelf. In
To
here.
forget about and bring out one day when Retro
Yeah.
Dodo come round.
Yeah, we'll record that in 2 years' time again.
So we've got some Game & Watches here as well.
Yeah,
all-
Game
all
Watches. I
boxed.
got them. This all I got in Japan, including the suitcase. So these are all.
Is that an official suitcase? Because the suitcase had a Nike and Gran Turismo logo
Yeah.
on it?
So there's something special about the suitcase, which I'm still finding out. According to sources, in here was a special edition Nike shoes and also the special edition Gran Turismo something for the PlayStation.
Mhm.
But there's something very special about this box, why I bought it. Is it says, like, there's 1,000 made, yeah,
Mhm.
and this is number 0.
Oh wow!
And I have no idea why.
Maybe like a staff one or something that was given out to...
Yeah, it's still a mystery. However, and here comes the funny part. I wanted to look this up, and I found on Reddit another post about the same one who also has 0 serial number. But others have like, 700, something. But there are 2 0 ones.
So you've got the rarest Wii game in the world and possibly one of the rarest cases in the world.
Could be. It could be something else. I have no idea. But I bought it as just a collect. Plus, it's a nice suitcase. So, yeah. Also, it fits perfectly under this shelf. So
Made to measure.
I'm happy.
You've been telling us about a little story to do with this Rumble Pack for the N64 as well.
Yes.
Do you want to talk us through that?
Thank you. This is a display use only Rumble Pack. Now, at first, it looked nothing special. It's just a unit with a sticker. However, this battery lid is fake. And it works. Actually, it works for Infinity. It works for power over controller. So in retail, they use batteries. And first I was like, why? Why they use batteries when you can have power over controller? And apparently, what I first thought was that Nintendo made a contract with Duracell or something, and they included batteries just for the show and to make more money, blah, blah, blah. But no. I asked actually one of the staff from Nintendo when I met on Gamescom. And they told me, like, hey, if you have this rumble pack connected to all 4 controllers, the console does not give the power to the controllers to give the rumble to them. So this is why they included batteries inside the rumble pack. But this one actually works forever.
So if you're playing single player, just you on your own, you can use this for as long as you want. It'll be absolutely
If
fine.
you were single player, 2 players works fine, but 3, 4 you will have issues. So this is why they include a battery. And this is one of the packs that does not require battery to work. This is a special console.
See the shelf bracket? It's the rarest shelf bracket in the world.
From IKEA.
Yeah.
No, this is just a not for resale console with a very low serial number. And apparently this one used only for events. So niche, but I think it's cool. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a few games in here. Not a lot, I'm honest.
Oh, you got a couple of these as well.
Yeah.
These are fairly new.
4 of them. Those are pretty new, yeah. I got 4 of them, and I trade them for European, but also I give them to people who needs the Japanese one. But those ones are English. Sorry, European. I have the Japanese somewhere else.
That's one of the best conditions Zelda Ocarina of Time we've seen as well. Right
Where are we looking?
Well, it's okay-ish condition. It is pretty good. It's
I'm compared to mine, which I've absolutely smashed over the years.
That's worth. I mean, not compared to this, but probably a couple £100, right? This
I'm
one.
not sure.
Is it Ranger or is it? There's like something. You've probably got it. It's probably there's a coaster or something.
For those of you who don't know, Brandon's just lost his mind this 1 second.
So I apologize. I'm making myself feel like home here. I'm just rummaging through your
yeah,
stuff.
completely funny.
I mean, you don't have much choice, to be honest with you, because he's just going feral.
See, I'm a big Pokemon fan, so anything like
great.
weird Pokemon related.
So these are all playmats from World Championships.
2023. This one's
Honolulu,
new, isn't it?
Yokohama. Because this is the first game I played
Look at that.
ever.
Just randomly in a drawer there. Great condition. Is that sealed? No, I was going to say
No, it's
sealed
not
the other.
sealed.
And then
Not too much.
This whole YouTube channel should just be called "Is It Sealed?"
Is it sealed?
Is it sealed?
No.
What about the next drawer?
Yeah,
So
you
the
can-
next door is actually junk. It's really junk, like random.
This
random
is
shit.
our collection set.
Yeah, this is it.
But-
this
Oh,
is,
that's cool.
Oh, this one's cool. Yeah. Okay, fair. Fair enough. That's
that
really
one is cool.
this is what mine looks like.
Just keep that aside. I might have to make a little
in
offer
here
on that
is
one.
a poster of a PlayStation I still have yet to obtain, but this is a no, wrong one. If you're a Final Fantasy fan, this is a Final Fantasy
Oh, cool.
promo poster of a limited edition.
That's a beautiful console.
That's a very nice console, yes. I still want it because I have the poster, so. And then we have one final suitcase, and these are all the promotional shirts from games, Gamescom, and police
I
shirts.
tell you what, so our first episode we did of the Retro Show, we went and visit Ben from Retrosect. He's got a bunch of official stuff as well. And
Oh,
like,
that's great.
Americans love the merch,
Yes,
the
Americans
official
love
merch.
I don't like merch because they acquire a lot of space.
See, this is cool. That screams 90s, doesn't it?
Oh, I have another one, which is very cool. Haven't showed you guys yet, but
That's cool.
a Virtua Boy shirt. Yeah.
Any Croc t-shirts? We had the developer and the team behind Croc on our podcast like a couple days ago, wasn't it?
Only
and there's-
Sega. Oh,
And
this
there's
one's
some
cool.
really rare merchandise.
This one's
they
cool
got.
though. This one's cool. It says what it says again.
See it, touch it, play it.
And then, what? Nintendo DS.
Oh, nice.
E3. My Smash Brothers hobby, and in here are pencils. Very random.
You have quite a few pencils. You got the Game Boy pencils.
And
Nintendo pencil.
let's see in here. For the viewers, like and subscribe if you know what's inside here, or if you don't know what's inside here. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
And crayons.
Crayons,
Yay!
here we go.
There you go, crayons. So yeah, that's crayons.
Well, can I look at the artwork on the actual box?
Oh yeah, sure. And of course, it's distributed by Mitsubishi.
Of course.
Of course.
Who else would it be distributed by? There we go.
Yeah, Mitsubishi, obviously,
Yeah.
because Mitsubishi has everything in Japan.
This era of Smash Bros. I just still love it.
I'm just over here in love with a carrier bag.
The carry bag, look at that.
That's nostalgic AF. When was that made? 95, 98.
Brandon, it's probably the world's most rarest carrier bag.
Probably.
Few games, promotion, guides, old magazine.
Wait, what is this? Oh,
It
I
was
about to go-
a, it's like a little mini board game that was in a magazine. And I got it on Japanese auctions. I never really do with it because when you touch it, it just falls apart.
Official Slurpee cup with the 1993. Oh, have you ever drank out of that?
Nope. Nope.
Talk to us about these watches.
So these are several promotional watches. I'm not sure which order, but some of them are like pre-order from Target or something. Some of them are Club Nintendo or Nintendo Power, and some of them are launch, something along those lines. I can't really remember which one was what. But I like the Mario one because the Mario, you have it on screen, you can change it upside down.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
N64 and a Mario. There you go.
That's very cool.
And what is the Xbox below it? That looks, I've never seen that before.
That's in the Xbox 360 XNA Expo kit. And the Expo kit looks extra beautiful with the bright blue and the waves and the shiny part. And on there is an unreleased GoldenEye game that plays on 60 FPS on next gen graphics. But with one touch of a button, you can turn it into 64-bit. And you can play it as regular GoldenEye, including multiplayer.
Did that come with the dev kit, or did you...
It is pre-installed on the dev kit.
Okay. Just a couple of extra good. Like I like this one here. Around the cube, little Mario Party yo-yo.
Yeah, Yo-Yo Mario Party.
Pokemon Heart Gold. No, that's original gold and silver puzzle.
And you talk about the rarest handkerchief or something in the world. So the thing is about the power supply.
This power supply?
Yes, that power supply. It's not the rarest power supply in the world. However, the dev kit requires 5-volt extra. So a regular Xbox 360 power supply doesn't work. You need a special one. Like in here, we have cool keychains. We have one with Nintendo. We have Mario Galaxy. We have Majora's Mask pin, which is great. Great game. Nintendo 64 and a cool Mario Kart or Mario Luigi wheel, which is sick.
Crazy. And this wasn't even a part of the main room. This is just extras. And there you have it, a look at what could be the rarest Nintendo collection in the whole of Europe. It's an obscene collection of incredible value and rarity, and something which will stay with me for the rest of my life. And I thank Don for that, for inviting us over and allowing us into his home to film his collection. For those of you that enjoy this show and want to support us further, you can do so by heading over to retrododo.com/memberships. That basically allows you to support us in a way where we don't have to succumb to algorithms in social media and clickbait. And we'll also send you a welcome kit. You view our content for without ads on our website. There's a bunch of benefits. Click the link if that interests you. And for those that are already subscribed to that, thank you very much. It makes the Retro Show quite literally possible. And for those of you that don't want to, hit subscribe, and there will be another episode coming into your feed in a month or two. I've already filmed it, just need to edit it. It's a good one, you won't want to miss it. So thanks again, and I hope to see you in a future video. Bye-bye.